What's up, Ed? What's up, Courtney?
Yo.
What up, Keenan?
What's going on, people?
Lex?
What up?
Man, say, man.
Hold up.
Uh-oh. He got the floor, y'all. He got the floor, man.
We in there today. So I know there's a lot that we have to get to today. We have a great show for you guys. Thanks for joining, first of all. We appreciate you guys joining, and I know you're taking time out your first day to kind of like support us and take the journey with us. But also, we want to include you on the hot topic of the week.
Yeah.
It's hot because last week. Now I missed y'all last week, and I missed it last week not because I didn't want to be here. I just had some other stuff to take care of. So I missed the heat, but the heat that I caught on Sunday was so rewarding. And I say that because, see this young man right here? He is the most proud Cowboy fan you will ever meet. And he's hugging that eagle like he is like it's his best friend. So we had a bit of a discussion before we went on live about the whole Dallas and Philly game and so on and so forth. So before we get to that part, I'm going to turn you over to our moderator, Esther. Go ahead.
Well,
How was your week, Esther?
it was a good week.
It was good.
It was a good week. The Texas weather got me messed up, but it's cool. The Cowboys game also has me messed up.
You sick about the Cowboys?
I'm not sick.
You did get sick after the game.
I really did. No, that day I started getting a little tickle in my throat.
I'm not gonna read it.
You don't gotta do all that.
I do it.
Don't do all that.
Expose the team.
It was just, and also Larry says hello. He says the best sports talk podcast going.
That's what's up. Appreciate it,
Larry, you the man.
That's what's up.
But just watching the game, I was like, this is a really good game. Yeah, first half was better than the second half.
Why is that?
You know what?
No, I want to hear it. It's just humor me.
I mean,
So listen, before we get too started, I want to kick shout outs real quick. First of all, Thawed magazine, that's my platform for it. I got to show big love to them. Shout out to BlendsClan, over the Little M, MB House of Lugs, everybody that support what we do, all of our clients. All right, if you're a Philly fan, a Dallas fan, a Detroit Lions fan,
good God.
sorry, man. Or even a Kansas City fan lost to the Detroit Lions.
Do you see what it's like?
Again. Last week we literally had this discussion.
Lex. We'll get to you in a minute. You don't have a camera.
Hey, we got an
You gotta
echo.
go over there and talk.
We got an echo.
We have there? Fix that. Hold on, we're gonna fix the echo real quick. No problem. No. All right, it shouldn't have an echo anymore. We should be good. But back to what I was saying.
How about them Eagles?
Oh my Lord.
Go ahead.
So a lot of things have been said about the game. All right, Keenan is talking about CeeDee Lamb would be a starter for more than 85% of the teams in the league, which I don't agree with.
Extreme lie. That ain't no one near the truth.
Keenan, don't just
but
take
also, hold on.
I'm gonna let them have their bone.
Hold on. Keenan also came in. He said that if the Cowboys can play the Eagles the way they did, they shouldn't be proud of that victory. Right? Is that pretty much what I was getting?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Minor adjustments and we win that game.
Minor adjustments, like what, bro?
For example, I was here early beginning of the season. I told y'all Mike McCarthy was going to cost us at least 2 games because of his clock management.
Okay.
When it came down
You
to the
did say
fourth
that. I'm
quarter,
gonna give you that. You did say that.
yep. When it came down to the fourth quarter, on that last drive, we had about 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
We held it for 1 score. We should have had a sense of urgency, and we should have had at least 2 shots, 2 drives to be able to go down and score, to be able to win that game.
Okay.
So why did you guys? Why do you think you guys lost the game?
Mike McCarthy, bad clock management, 1. 2, Terrence Steele. He got whooped on every single play. I don't think he blocked anybody the entire game.
Is he your left?
Right tackle.
Right tackle.
If you look at all 5 sacks that happened that game, Terrence Steele. If you look at every single pressure that happened, came from the right side of the line, Terrence Steele for the majority of it.
Okay. I will say this. I like the fact that you're not blaming Dak, bro.
No, Dak played
No,
solid.
he actually did. I will say the first two plays of the game, I was like, "Yo, what are you doing? Throw the ball." But after that, he was cool.
Okay.
He didn't do bad. I wasn't mad.
Instance with the instant analysis.
What?
I like that.
It's rubbing off on me.
I'm learning just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So what do you think? Because we talked about the playoff picture, right? And the Cowboys. I mean, do you think that it's most likely going to be a wild card for them? Or is Philadelphia catching? Are they?
As of right now, I think we're 2.5 games down in the East. That's
And you put New
tall
York on
task.
Sunday, right? Put New York on Sunday.
Yeah, that's a tall task. I can't expect Washington or New York to knock off Philly in any of those games.
Right.
And that's kind of what we would need to be able to get back into the NFC race to win it.
Right.
So I do see a solid chance of us going in as a playoff team.
Okay.
And like I said,
But making it through is the playoffs.
it's really going to come down to the seeding.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the seeding. Who comes out of that 2 seed?
You talked about who you would rather play. I think you said Seattle is like the team you would rather play in the playoffs,
Absolutely.
or Detroit.
I'd rather play Seattle or Detroit.
Okay.
Do I need to add my extra commentary?
No, you really do. Just go
Now,
ahead and sit back.
So
Sean?
hold on. So cheering lies the difference between a Philly fan and a Cowboy fan. So he just said he would prefer, let's say this earlier, he would prefer to play anyone except San Francisco, right?
That means I prefer to play Philly.
Hold on. But he said Seattle.
It's cool.
He said Seattle. And the reason why he wants to play Seattle because they're looking for an easy victory.
No.
Yeah, hold on. Can I
I mean, put words in my mouth. Go ahead.
I say, as an Eagle fan, it doesn't matter who we play. We're going to play our best football, and the likelihood of our success is greater than most teams in the league, especially the Cowboys.
I mean, as long as y'all are playing teams that have to rely on a 4th or 5th string quarterback, you're great in playoffs.
Oh wow.
Because that's how you got to the Super Bowl.
Then you get that over.
You did, because they had to pull a quarterback out of the stands.
Hold on. Before we talk about last year's over with. All right, they did get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now, before we got live, we talked about, and I think we all agreed, the fact that Philadelphia is getting everybody's best shot, right?
100%.
Everybody's best shot. And right now, they're not beating second string quarterbacks. They're beating the first guy. And to beat, for instance, even beating the Cowboys last week, Dak has had a good career against the Eagles.
Oh, 100%.
Even whether it was on the road or at home, he's had a good career. And they pulled out the victory.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
and to be fair, I said, even up to last week, we still haven't played Eagle football. We still haven't played
What up, Larry?
our best football.
Right.
So, and that's the scary part.
Come on over, bro.
What's up,
How you
Larry?
doing?
We got you live in the living room.
Live,
Same argument.
No, and that's why I say it was a good game because
It
both
did-
teams
it
were
lived up to the
fighting.
hype.
Yeah, it did. It
lived
did.
up to the hype.
I was just still disappointed in the end.
Now, as you say, it was a good game, but let's be honest. This was another game that Dallas didn't put it together on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
Offense showed up, defense didn't.
Yes.
If we look at every single game this year,
Oh,
one side of the ball shows up
What-
and the other side
what
doesn't.
happened to Michael Parsons? He was going to do what?
Hmm?
I didn't even think we heard his name not one time.
I don't
Did we?
expect we did. But this is the thing. Honestly, every time he's played a balanced team that doesn't have a lot of deficiencies on the offensive line, or they can run and they can pass,
Yeah.
the coaches scheme him out, right? They scheme him out. And the best way to scheme him out is what?
Go right at it.
Run it.
Go right
Give
at
him
it.
different looks. Send a tight end his way. I mean, y'all seen that, right? Right, Larry? Right?
I think that they stopped moving them around as much as they used to.
They should keep him.
They should have kept doing it. Your best pass rusher should be moved around. If not, teams can schematically take you out of the game.
Which is what they
That's
did.
what they've been doing.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, so the same way they used to do with Lawrence. They used to move them all around. Now it's kind of
You're right.
stagnant.
You're sure right.
So
Man, that's crazy. Offensively, though, Keenan, what would you like to see from the Dallas Cowboys going forward? Yes, we got you. You are Dallas Cowboys.
You're a resident Cowboy fan right now.
I would like to see us incorporate more screen game, especially when you see that Dak is getting so much pressure. That can help mitigate some of that pass rush.
Okay.
We have CD great with the ball in his hand, especially, you getting the ball with tunnel screens out on the edge, get him on jet sweeps, get the ball in his hand in space. Utilize the screen game
CD Lamb.
to take some of that pressure off your quarterback.
But it's hard to run screens when you can't run the ball.
That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing.
Actually,
They can't run the ball.
depending on the type
They
of
have
screen, it has nothing to do with the
47.
run game.
57.
You don't need a run game to set up the screen.
You don't?
No, you definitely.
Absolutely not.
Well, no,
Because teams are starting to tee off on us because we don't have a run game. So you let that pass rush through, and then you start to hit them for chunk plays with those short yardage and get blockers out in front.
but yeah, that sounds good theoretically, but that's not going to happen if you can't run the ball because those D tackles are going to sit. Those edges are going to bend the corner every time. Those D tackles, D ends don't usually break up screen plays. It's D tackles.
Exactly.
So that's what's going to happen if you can't run the ball. We don't have to penetrate when you can't run the ball.
But if you look at the weakness on the Dallas Cowboys line, what is it?
The weakness,
Mhm.
the right side.
Right tackle specific.
Yeah.
Which again, that's a left defensive end coming off that edge, bearing through because he knows more often than not he's going to get pressure on the quarterback. He's going to hit the quarterback. He's going to get knockdowns.
Uh-huh.
You get him to slow down just a little bit by starting to peel off those screens occasionally. And it doesn't have to be running back screen. We can run it from the wide receiver position. You can run it from the slot. You can run tight end screens. You can run bubble screens. There are so many different ways that we can utilize the screen game to mitigate the pass rush, but we just don't. So we don't put that thought in defensive ends' minds that, hey, I got to check for this screen game before I get to the quarterback. They're just automatically teeing off like I'm going straight to.
All right, hold on. I love the delivery about the Dallas Cowboys. The played last week.
You know what? Dre?
I'm asking. What I was going to ask you was the comments. Can you give me some comments? I see somebody said something about.
But first, I have a comment for you. Stop hating so hard.
Okay.
All right. So let me quantify hate. You can't call it hate if somebody's calling it out as the truth. If it's the truth, it's not hate. It may be different from your
Statement got
opinion.
some factuals.
Come on now. Give me some. I got some.
We got some comments.
Fine.
Let's go with it.
Fine. Okay. So Eastside Herald said, "Go
What's up,
Texans."
Eastside Harold?
Yes, sir.
And CJ Stroud is the best quarterback in Texas.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Damn.
And then
Hey, he
Larry-
said what he said with his chest. He put a little chest emoji on it.
But you know, nobody disagree.
I don't disagree with it.
and Larry, you were saying coaching's got to help you tackle out too.
Oh, that's what I was when I was driving up. I was talking about Steele. So Steele got
Oh
whooped.
yeah, that's your point.
Steele got whooped, right?
He got
Where was the chip? Where was any of the chips? Like if
Who
you
you gonna
notice,
chip him with? Tony Pollard?
hold on, I'm glad you said that. You can go look up. You can search on YouTube
That's why
the chip blocks from this year. Wide receivers are laying defensive ends out this year. I'm talking about Devontae Smith, Keenan Allen, tight ends, fullbacks. They are laying D ends out this year from every team. So they didn't chip not one time. He don't know you coming. They are talking about putting them on their butt behind.
But you can't chip with a wide receiver in the passing
Yes,
game.
you can.
Not in the passing game, it's a penalty.
What do you mean?
In the passing game, you can't chip from the outside in the passing game.
It's
So you
been,
can't
it's been
run game, you
motion?
can't. You
no,
can't.
it's
you
been
can't.
happening. That's what I'm telling you.
In the passing game,
Yes, it's been happening.
why
What
would
do
you
you
take
mean?
away one of your threats in the passing
Okay, what I
game?
mean
and chip a
is,
defensive
okay,
end?
I've seen Keenan. I've even seen AJ Brown do it. Come up to the line right before a pass play. As soon as the D line get off, he put him on his behind and then run his route.
Okay, I thought you were talking about having basically cracking back on it.
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about motion into the line, and when they hike it, he peels off on him. Woo. And that happens a lot. That's how you slow
Who
that.
would you do that with in Dallas?
What do you mean?
Do you chip with
So
CD?
I think you're looking at it from no, he's not too small. I think you're looking at it from a one-on-one type of thing. He's not going to hit the wide receiver. The wide receiver is going to hit him.
No, I get it, but who do you?
You got
Philly have the
Gallup,
weapons where they
you
can
got-
sacrifice.
You got
somebody
Gallup, you got CeeDee Lamb. You can do it with anybody. You can do it with a tight end, motion in. I've seen Atlanta do it with Kyle Pitts. He starts out wide and motions in and chip block.
Again, you're talking about somebody way more talented than any tight end we got on the roster.
I'm telling you, it's happening with smaller wide receivers too. Like Edelman used to do it. So I just think they didn't help at all. They didn't put a tight end on the side at all either.
I'm not going to talk about the Cowboys too much longer.
Okay.
Because, I mean, even though it's sports talk text, we are well-rounded, you know what I'm saying? A
Of
bunch
course.
of analysis, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we got to talk about other things.
We just had to bury him real quick.
Yeah. Listen.
Don't you have another beer to drink?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You do, sir.
Alrighty then.
You do, sir. That's
Silence
losing
is a
something.
necessity.
wait, why didn't he? I thought he had a drink.
Can I have you,
I don't know what
top
happened with
teams
that.
in the NFC?
This is our sponsor, brought to you in part by Cayman Jack.
You were supposed to
Right
drink
now.
a beer, not a
Right.
Cayman.
So top team in the NFC, and these aren't in any type of order.
Okay.
I hate to say this, Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
They've earned their spot atop
Wait,
the
wait,
league
wait, wait. What are you talking about again?
Top teams in the NFC.
Okay, say that
in
again.
the NFC. Detroit.
Who's number
You
one?
heard him.
I didn't hear.
I
Who you
didn't
said?
say in any order.
No, I'm saying who you
I
said
didn't
first.
say in any
Who you said
order.
first?
All right, we're continuing. I think those two right now, you're clear 1 and 2. San
Okay.
Francisco is still dealing with some Brock Purdy issues.
Yeah.
I think part of it.
He's exposed.
See, people say he's exposed. He shouldn't have been on the field in the first place.
What
He was
about-
straight off concussion protocol.
You don't think when Samuel coming back is going to help him?
Debo?
Yeah. Debo should be back. He had full practices.
I think they'll get back, but until we see it, I can't put them.
I need to see him with McCaffrey. Because if McCaffrey and Samuels is on the field, Brock Purdy is a different quarterback.
Okay.
With one or the other, he's still kind of average. Yeah.
Okay. So Seattle, where you have them at?
Seattle's right up there as well. Seattle's definitely a top 5 team.
Okay. Dallas is top.
I got them right there on the cusp. Again, some of the issues with Dallas is coaching.
Where's Cincinnati?
We're talking about NFC.
Oh, NFC.
Yeah, talking about
I
NFC.
think that Dallas is a 51-49 team, right? And when I say that, 49% they'll win, 51% they'll lose. Because of, well, it depends on when they play. When you talk about Seattle, Detroit, and Dallas, I think they are about equal. And then home field advantage matters for who's going to win that game when they do play each other.
Against most teams, I think we match up very well with Detroit.
Okay.
Detroit doesn't have that mobile quarterback, and they're just now figuring out how to use Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, but he's coming, baby.
Now, if they figure out how to actually unleash Jahmyr Gibbs, I wholeheartedly think he will be the most dangerous weapon in the NFC.
Okay. All right. Shout out to David Montgomery. He's back. He'll be back this week too. David Montgomery will be back. Pascal will be back. We got Houston coming back. You know, he's going to help us on our defensive line. So yeah, y'all just get ready for these lines, baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get ready for these lines.
Oh my god.
So the currently the Cowboys are 2.5 games behind.
Yeah.
2.5 games, right?
Yeah. Okay, because what you got is a standing bet that Detroit would have a better record.
Yeah, I was just double checking because I got that.
And my dude right here, shout out to Big Larry, you know what I'm saying? Because before we started the season, he told me that the Detroit Lions would only win 9 games.
I said 9, maybe 10.
He said 9, maybe 10. And I told him he was out of his goddamn mind.
The season ain't over.
You're right. It's not.
Hold on.
It's not.
Y'all got the Chargers this week, right?
You have the Chargers.
Yeah, y'all got the Chargers.
But they're in the NFC North.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Who's a threat in the NFC North?
Hold on.
I get it.
Minnesota 5-4
Minnesota's
right now.
looking good.
I don't know.
You don't
He
believe
came
me.
off the street.
You don't believe me, but I think that's going to be the team that may keep y'all out the playoffs for that wild card.
Who?
The Minnesota Vikings.
Keep who out?
Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys, man. Look at the man say.
Dallas is not going to
Hey, do me a favor. They're not over there to
They're
have
not
this
going
man.
to miss the play.
You got a drug test.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
You got a drug test.
I don't think the Cowboys, but I was going to make the playoffs.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't think so. Honestly, I think they will make it to the playoffs. I do not think they will make it
Hey,
through.
Greg, I still a Philly bet coming. I still a
You don't think
So
they're
you
going
say out of 3 wild card teams, Dallas doesn't make.
Oh, man.
I think it's
Slim,
Minnesota
Out of
plays good.
3
That's gonna
wild.
be
Okay,
a
so
problem.
who makes wild card?
So you got
Whoever comes in second in the NFC West.
So it's going to be a
Yeah, second team in the NFC West.
I think everybody's giving too much credit to Seattle.
They're
What?
winning.
They're first in the West right now.
Yeah, they're winning, but they haven't even played the toughest part of the schedule yet.
Okay.
So,
keep first. Go ahead.
Okay. And then yeah, and then it's like I think we're discrediting the Cowboys a little bit too much. You know what I mean? I get your Greg. I'm not.
Are we?
First of all, I heard nobody even said they should have won last week.
Should have.
The refs kind of took that game.
No, hold on. Larry.
But I'm gonna go back to that.
Larry.
But I think the Cowboys make the wild card. I think
I mean, that was a clear pass interference on the goal line with that tight end.
I think the Cowboys make the play.
Okay, so hold
Yeah.
on. What's Seattle's schedule?
Yeah.
Like from
now.
No.
All right, so on the 19th they play the Rams. The 23rd,
They play at the
Thanksgiving.
Rams?
Yes.
Okay, no, at the Rams is a good game.
The
No, it's not.
49ers.
Stafford is
Snap is
out.
out.
Stafford
Still
is
out.
out.
Oh,
They got Carson Wentz, bro.
Doug.
that's the.
Yeah, as soon as you put Carson Wentz in there, they lose every game the rest of the season, and they're drafting
They
him.
got
top.
Next team.
All right, the 30th Cowboys.
Okay, so that's gonna be a big game.
Then the 49ers again.
Uh-huh.
The Eagles, Titans.
Hold on, the three right there.
That's three.
That's three possibly L's. Right? But come on, but Dre. But you talking about.
Frisco dropped 3 in a row against teams that.
I said that. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so.
But they did start out 5.
Okay, but what I'm saying, those are three possible playoff teams in a row.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right,
I agree.
They tell you who the Seahawks are in those three games.
that's what I'm saying. What's next?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gino, every time Gino throw 2 touchdowns, he throw 2 picks.
Hold on now.
So let's stay there. When he throw 1 touchdown, he throw 1 pick. So let's stay there. Gino ain't doing it. He can't run the
What's
ball.
your opinion?
Yes, sir.
The Steelers and the Cardinals.
The Steelers and the Cardinals.
Those are the last
Steelers?
two.
So
Steelers late in December, they fight.
know.
From Thomas.
Look, man, they not doing nothing right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So offensively, the Seattle is not this juggernaut.
Okay.
So Arizona, Kyler Murray's back this week.
I don't mean.
Don't mean nothing.
Uh,
So hold on. All right.
He
so
caused problems,
now
man. He's
let's pull
tough
up
to
Dallas'
guard.
schedule. Let's pull up Dallas' schedule.
okay. That's the end of the schedule?
This is
Yeah, that was it. That was till January 7th. And I
Okay.
think after
So
that
out
it's
of
like
those- out
the
of those games, you're probably looking at maybe 3 and 3,
3 and 2, maybe.
right?
4-2. I mean,
500.
Yeah.
Okay, 500.
By the way, this is another Cowboy thing.
Oh,
Oh,
huge.
Yeah.
as it should be.
And 500.
So great. No, and we actually had a comment.
Seattle goes
Michelle
500,
said Cowboys forever. All right.
If Seattle goes 500,
Who?
what's their
Michelle.
time?
Cowboys forever.
Yeah.
10-7.
If Seattle goes, they go 500, it's 10-7.
I
Right?
think the 10-7. Yeah,
Okay. They
that's a
are.
winning record for sure.
They 5-3. So
So
that's 9 games left. Yeah.
So who?
9 and 8, 10
For the Cowboys?
10-7. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
One Cowboys schedule next. Hold on.
Okay.
So it's gonna be the Panthers next week.
For the Cowboys, right?
Yes.
What they got? What you got on that?
I'm a Panther fan, so I'm gonna say it. But being realistic, we can lose that game. No question.
Right.
Y'all are going to.
No, he's
Yeah, but-
he's a Cowboys fan.
I'm a Panther fan.
I thought you said Dallas could lose that game.
No, I said we.
Calm down.
You all want to be best
Hold
of
on.
America.
You want to be?
There's a phrase my generation uses. It's called BFFR.
Yeah.
B then for real. All right.
No, I'm a realist, man. I'm a realist.
Okay. So what's the rest of this schedule?
All right, then it's the Commanders, the Seahawks, the Eagles, the
Yeah,
Bills,
that's
the
L.
Dolphins, the Lions, and then it's the Commanders again.
So listen.
Hold on.
Damn.
Right now,
Yeah, I'm glad he said it.
We got
Yeah,
here we go.
you said the Panthers,
Right.
I'm gonna count the L. I'm gonna count the L. Run them off. Run them
Hold
off.
on.
Okay, the Panthers,
Win.
Win.
Commanders,
Win.
Win.
I don't
the
know.
Seahawks,
Win.
Loss.
the Eagles.
Win.
Hold on. Y'all gonna split. Y'all not gonna sweep.
You
Y'all
don't
not
think
gonna
we're
sweep the Cowboys.
We don't talk about this, bro.
Did you see them calls?
Yeah.
We got the calls too. We got
They're not getting those no calls.
So here's the difference between the Eagles. We ain't playing for help for the referee.
Which y'all getting? Why was the referee
They ain't showing no love. We learned to play like
agreeing with you. I just think that was behind the way to get it. We don't know until they play. Right. It can all lose.
I want to go. This is what they're going to get us over Seattle, over Minnesota. All I'm trying to go through the
wild card team.
If it was 6, I would respect. I would like, man, 2 spots. You know what I mean? It's 3 spots now.
And Seattle is going to win the
one will go to whoever comes in second in the NFC. One will come to whoever comes in second in the NFC. The NFC North has no chance to get a second team into the playoffs.
How is it no chance?
I don't agree. There are four.
There's 7 teams because 2 seeds no longer gets a bye.
No, quick crack time.
Hold on.
What's good?
What up, Black?
What up, dog?
Man, I'm checking on you, man. Sports talk takes.
I appreciate you having me, dog. Appreciate you having me.
Also talking about Hendricks. Like they 4 and 5. They 4 and 5. And outside of Miami, they can might sneak in and set. They always play down. They took them to the wild card. Yes. The Rams with no Stafford. I think that might be the possibility that they can get between them and Minnesota.
Commanders
For the 7th seed.
No.
So who gets it?
NFC.
So you already described the 5 and 6. I agree with you. The 7th NFC North will be.
Because you're not going to get anybody from the NFC South.
No, just one team.
Just that one team. For the 7th seed, it's probably going to be Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Minnesota. I gotta look at Minnesota.
My boy said Seattle, not Minnesota.
49ers.
This is the same commander that just gave up their pass rush by trading their best edge rusher. So you tell me they traded 2 best defenses and they got better?
Hold on. 2 best defenses?
Yeah.
Saint-Jean and Marquise. 2 best defenses are Payne and Adams.
Okay. They just traded. They just basically traded.
They traded their 2 ends that wasn't pass rush.
Montez Sweat had like what 7 sacks before the season.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, 7 sacks to what? 9 games.
No, he was a leader.
He was the leader. Yeah, but it's a contract. What did he do before that?
We're talking about next year. We're talking about this year to get the play.
Y'all going today.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Say man. Okay, I want to switch real quick. I'm gonna go to fantasy football. Just really fast. Just like fish. I go right. It's football. Hey,
What's up? What'd you say?
You hear me?
Yeah, barely. What'd you say?
You see that little bottom stuff right there in first place? You got a big game. This weekend against Walker, right?
Yes, sir. Both of us 8-1 this week.
Okay. I'm trying to see why these money on because really, all the plays and everything, bro. You gonna ride with the charge, man.
I'm gonna say follow your heart, man. But it's the reason that you got in my league. You know what I'm saying?
One thing about it, football league, first play.
No, so one thing about me, man, you'll realize I'm a lot different than a lot of commissioners because I'm teaching the game right now, right? I'm teaching everybody exactly what to do. So I'm giving y'all all the recipes and can't nobody bake my cake still. So don't be mad at the messenger. You understand? I'm trying to give you everything you need to get in order to win. But it's just this. Let me tell you something. All right. It's skill set. It's skill set. That's all it is. I ain't doing nothing. I'm very transparent. I even put 10 teams in the playoffs. So it's less arguing, right? And so one thing I'm gonna tell you though, this late in the season, man, it's a lot of little stuff you gotta pay attention to. So so on the earlier parts of the season, you know, everybody going off emotion and stuff, but now there's been enough football that's been played where you got to go more on the analytical data of each game now. You got to look at not only who playing, where they playing at, what's the weather, are they in a dome, is it going to be wind a factor, like my boy was talking about here, but like it's just a lot of little stuff. You got to look at all the details. You know, if you got two players, you don't know which one to play, look at their power rankings, because now this time of year, their power rankings is going to be more true because it's based off of what they've been doing all season, you know? Of course, you're going to look at matchups and who go play who. But once again, man, the biggest stuff right now is that the weather conditions, the time of day, like how they've been playing all year long. They ball at night. Some players play good in the morning. Some players play good at night. Like that's just how the game rolls. So after you play it so long, man, you develop that discernment to know who to start, bro. And I just started the right people.
Who would you suggest for me tonight? PJ Moore, right? He's been pretty Google. You know, he is a Chicago Bear. You think that I should like for the rest of
Chicago, they don't know who's starting quarterback right now, right? When you gotta say, I think his name, bro, don't play PJ Moore. You don't know that, man?
He's right. 50 yards.
Who like so? All right, so let me ask you this though. I ain't gonna say just don't play. Yeah, go ahead, Marcus. Give us some game.
You can't ask. Should you play? You got to tell him who your receivers, and you just pick off of how many receivers you supposed to start. That way, he can determine if you should play him or not.
Well, the quarterback, I think the quarterback matters. If Justin Fields is playing in Carolina, and this is the first season, if Justin Fields is playing, then I would most likely start him. But because Bagley, I've seen him play for the 2 or 3 games. He goes to the he can't even get the ball to the main. So I'm asking more so about being got DJ Moore. He ain't starting over Brown. He ain't starting over Ports in the flex. I'm not gonna start him over here.
The next question was, who you got in your flex? Right. So you said Laporta?
Yeah, I got one. I got Laporta.
So you running twin tight ends?
I am.
That's a touchy game. Hey, that's money.
Who your number one tight end?
My number one is Laporta. Second.
Who your second? It broke up right there at your second.
Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota.
Oh,
Hawkinson, yeah.
Yep. And I got my running backs. He's more 2.7 points. I just traded for him. I got to take Saquon. Of course, I got Goff.
What's them linebacker groups looking like though? Like who them tight ends going against on them linebacker groups? You might be like look at whoever the tight ends going against with linebackers. If the linebackers ain't better than the cornerbacks, who your receivers is going against, then go ahead and roll with your tight ends. But if the linebackers,
we got to say got San Diego this week. So I don't even know.
San Diego, yes, he might get money on San Diego.
Kenneth Murray.
Yep. So hold on. Pull it up right now. All right. Steve. I want to know about that period. What is that, man?
Oh, here, let me center it for you. That was that's the best division in football right there. When y'all having that conversation about the NFC North and only one team gonna get in, you looking at a division where all 4 of them might get in.
Oh wow. Get to see
I'm talking about that AFC North.
Oh, that's what we got today.
It's all 4 teams.
No, not the NFC, the AFC North.
It's not. It sounds good.
No. All 3 teams.
I can tell you one reason. Buffalo.
Yeah.
This is one reason.
Buffalo right now is they in the hunt.
Yeah, Buffalo falling off.
Buffalo in the hunt. If the season ended today, 4 teams in the AFC North will be in the playoffs. That's my point. That's why I didn't say they was going to be there. They didn't say they was all going to be there, but I didn't say that they were all going to make it. What I said was they have an opportunity to make 4 teams in the AFC North. If the season ended today.
So I know you stop. Brother, we're getting a lot of go ahead and
no doubt, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
No, thank you, bro.
Go Steelers.
No, he's right.
They are tough over there.
They are tough, but the thing about it, they still got to play each other some more.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, man, that's my little. Hey, y'all, that's my little.
Oh, and Dallas has a new name. It's called Dallas.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Did you finish that drink?
Okay.
I'm sick and tired of you.
Listen, let them live it up because they got to come down.
Drake, now you know, if the Philadelphia Eagles would have lost, I'd had heat.
No, I would have walked in here
They would've
like
brought me heat. Look, your books have been full all week.
I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie, that was the only reason I was hoping the Eagles would win. Because I was like, all the Cowboy fans gonna rub in and be like, yeah, what happened? I would have got big tips and I would have been, hey, yeah.
Nah, I told him I was like, I'm not coming over. I don't want to hear it.
So listen. What does it say about the AFC East there? I want to go to some power rankings real quick.
All right.
So if I'm looking at the power rankings last week, we had the Eagles. I had the Dolphins. Remember, I said the Dolphins are the number 2 team. Yeah, they not.
I didn't hear Baltimore.
But they're 3.
Oh, they're 3.
Yeah, I have them 3 in the power rankings now. Jacksonville, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, Detroit, Cowboys, Cincinnati, and Buffalo. That was last.
Cowboys before Cincinnati?
Yeah.
That was last week. Listen, I will tell you, they didn't let Joe Burrow get healthy.
Yo.
Cincinnati's coming.
Yo.
So that's what he's talking
His
about.
wide receivers hurt at the wrong time. Both of them.
Jamar's hurt again?
Jamar
He got back problems.
T. Higgins ain't playing this week.
Okay.
But if they get healthy towards the end of the season, that's going to be a team a lot of people don't want to see.
Absolutely. I think Cincy got to run the ball better.
Joe Mixon over there?
He's still there, but he catch more balls than he runs. Look, like they do more passing than they do more running.
But do you think maybe they're trying to save him for that playoff run?
Joe?
I
Maybe.
thought that earlier.
But when you let arguably the hottest backup running back go, and P-Ryan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You let him walk.
Who?
P-Ryan. Samaje P-Ryan.
Yeah.
You let him walk in free agency, and you didn't bring any back. But that's been Cincy's thing for a while now.
Yeah.
They don't care about the backfield a lot. They really don't. You know what I mean? This is my opinion, though. Giovanni Bernard, they wore him down. Then they brought Joe in. Joe kind of wore him down, too.
Yeah, that's maybe they're play calling.
Yeah, they wore down Bernard. Yeah, they wore down Bernard.
So then after that, what do y'all think about? Here's a team I added to the next four in. Cleveland, the Browns.
Not
I
a
don't trust
legitimate
Deshaun
threat.
Watson.
Yeah, not a legitimate threat yet.
Okay.
I still need to see a couple more games.
They top 10 for sure.
The defense, yes, but the defense doesn't score.
Well, did you watch Deshaun last week?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
He
huh?
He flashed occasionally, but
No, last week it wasn't perfect, but he showed flashes of
yeah.
Deshaun, the one that we know.
So
So
he's Dak Prescott.
he's what?
He said Deshaun Watson is Dak Prescott. Wow. Ouch.
Deshaun.
Hey,
No,
Go back
so
and
hold
look
on. Hold on, because I'm trying to understand is that are you in what way are you saying that? 'Cause I want to hear that.
You can't depend on him.
See you.
They'll flash the game. They'll show some potential,
So
but they're not going to show any type of consistency.
So I'm gonna hold on. Him and Dak by the same age. Okay. But I'm gonna ask you this question. Your comment says you can't depend on, right? Who can you depend on?
That's who Cowboys.
Joe Burrow.
That's just the quarterback. Who can you depend on?
Oh, as quarterbacks,
Yeah.
there's a ton of them. Jalen Hurts has been extremely consistent. Patrick Mahomes, obviously.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Tua. Joe Burrow.
Hold on. Stop me. Hold on. So what I'm saying is, this is what I mean by that's why I ask you, who can you depend on? Because when I say dependability, I'm looking at something shiny. I'm thinking about something that matters. So every quarterback you name outside of Mahomes haven't won nothing. You can say Lamar has won an MVP,
But if you go by that stat, only one quarterback a year.
So in that list, how many MVP candidates do you have? How many MVPs do you have? And how many Super Bowl champions? Every other quarterback has been inconsistent. Everyone you name has been. Tua especially.
He's been hurt.
Tua's been injury.
We can say what we want. We can say what we want.
And the reason Tua's not an MVP candidate because he's got the MVP on his team.
Tua is he's in the race a lot last year and this year because his completion percentage, right? They throw nothing but bubbles and slants.
Okay.
So his completion percentage is gonna be really high.
But you can depend on him to do that.
We saw him against a contender.
They're 0-3 against contender.
Okay, so when we talk about all the other quarterbacks he named, that has been inconsistent. I agree with you. Deshaun Watson, when he was a all-star player, he was
the Texans.
He was inconsistent.
So what quarterback is consistent to you besides Mahomes?
Mahomes.
Well, it's got to be somebody.
No, Mahomes, Lamar. Outside of that, I think all of them are inconsistent.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's not consistent?
No, he's not.
He's been hurt.
You talking about this man that took him to an AFC championship, took him to a Super Bowl, and he's inconsistent?
Jalen Hurts took the NFC, took the Eagles to where? The Super Bowl.
Right.
And is he inconsistent right now?
Is he inconsistent?
Yes, he is.
Who, Joe?
No, Jalen
No,
Hurts.
it's about Jalen. And I think we're saying about Jalen. Even if you take Jalen off that list, I wouldn't group. I won't say Joe Burrow is inconsistent.
Don't take when I say inconsistency as bad. Okay. Joe Burrow is an elite quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm saying until you can take that jump, like to win something or to get an MVP and show you really consistent. MVP shows what? Consistency, correct?
But that argument depends on so much more outside of just the quarterback play.
I mean,
like that goes into coaching,
league, but it doesn't. I don't necessarily mean it's.
What has Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow's best year last year, right?
Last year,
2 years ago. 2 years ago. Was he top 3 in the MVP race?
I don't remember. I think he was though.
Yeah.
I think it was Josh Allen. I think it was Mahomes.
Josh Allen consistent?
No, he's not.
No, Josh Allen went.
Tua was up there too as well. You remember?
Lamar was up there.
Hold on. Lamar Jackson. Is he consistent?
This year, right now,
No.
yes.
Right now?
Last year, no.
You know what he still does though?
What?
If he's consistent, he does a lot of turnovers in the red zone and within that 10-yard line. Fumbles within him, right? Is that not
You
like
said he does a lot of fumbles?
Yes, he turns the ball over a lot in the red
Joe
zone.
Burrow got picks too.
Okay, but you just called Joe Burrow inconsistent.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, how can Lamar Jackson be consistent?
Lamar has shown me he can reach the peak. He's been an MVP of this league. What do you mean?
Joe Burrow's been in the Super Bowl as the main guy.
In an AFC championship, which they lost. It's on a last minute touchdown.
Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl with everything around him. Lamar won an MVP with minimum. Is that factual or not?
Joe Burrow did have an offensive squad. Now let's keep in mind he had an offensive squad. When you talk about getting to the mountain,
You put any of them quarterbacks you name, with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, that offensive line that year they went and Mixon in that system, they're gonna all eat. To be honest,
then why has Deshaun Watson sucked?
Joe Burrow doesn't eat in Kansas City.
That's what I'm saying. Deshaun Watson, they took this second.
Joe Burrow doesn't eat in Kansas City system.
Joe Burrow
yeah.
doesn't eat.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's because he has the greatest coach in the NFL.
But all I'm saying is like you can't transpose and say put anybody in this system.
No, I didn't say it was going. I didn't say after any of them quarterbacks he named.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
A lot of guys are
I gotta interject and can take a slight detour a bit because a comment was made that this particular coach, and I love the coach that he just said,
Yes, sir.
is literally the best coach in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a stretch.
It's history.
He said history.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid is better than Bill Belichick.
Man, stop.
And it's being proven right now. Everything from the New England coaching tree has proven that they suck without Tom Brady. Name one coach from that coaching tree that's been successful since Tom Brady left.
One coach has been successful.
From the New England coaching tree. Name one.
What do you count successful? Winning seasons?
Winning season hadn't got fired within their first 3 or 4 seasons. Name one.
Bill O'Brien didn't get fired when he was.
Yes, he did. Bill O'Brien tore the Houston Texans down to absolutely nothing.
Hold on, I gotta think. No, was it Romeo Crennel?
Romeo Crennel got ran out of Cleveland.
Yeah, he went to the playoffs though.
One
He went
time.
to the playoffs. And
You said
hold
name
on,
one.
that's
Hold
what.
on, but that doesn't make him successful. What happened after that? Hold on. By that standard, you would say Josh McDaniels is a successful coach because he took Tim Tebow to the playoffs, right?
Josh McDaniels is trash.
Exactly.
But
Romeo
I'm
Crennel was
asking you,
trash.
So what person came from Andy Reid treated was successful, and Nagy was a bum.
Well, I'm not saying that
So
anybody from.
you can't.
I'm not saying from the
Belichick
tree.
has put 30 coaches out of his tree, right? 30.
Mhm.
Andy Reid probably put less than 10.
Yeah.
And hold on, and they all come back home. The same way Belichick guys come back home.
Mhm.
So what are we really talking about?
What we were saying, the conversation, Andy Reid.
Oh, it's not.
Andy Reid is a better coach, and he's done more with less than Belichick ever had.
He said,
Hold on.
I can't do all
Andy
the time.
Reid of all time, right?
I don't even know if I put Andy Reid over. What's the coach? Who's the Giants coach?
Which one?
Right now.
No. The old
Which
coach.
Coughlin.
Nah, not Coughlin. He was
Bill
Cowboys.
Parcells.
Parcells.
Bill Parcells.
I don't know if anybody a better coach than Parcells. Like,
Yeah, right.
Well, you
Parcells had an all-time graded quarterback. Then when Parcells went to go somewhere else, what did Parcells
Andy
do?
Reid. Hold on. Who's had more consistent quarterback play? Andy Reid.
He had great.
So that's
But hold on, but look at the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, but
Like,
look at. He's had more consistent
who's
quarterback
had
play.
more bad
Absolutely.
teams?
Hold on, but look at the quarterbacks that he's had, and this is why I say that. Look at the quarterback that Andy Reid's had.
McNabb.
McNabb. When McNabb left to go to
Michael
Minnesota, what did he do?
Michael Vick.
Not prime Michael Vick. Michael Vick out of jail.
Hold on. He had the best passing Michael Vick we've ever seen.
Right.
Hold on. Was it?
He got Michael Vick arm right.
But my question was that because of Andy Reid?
Correct.
It was coaching.
Yeah, it was Andy Reid.
Listen, he took Kelvin Cobb to the playoffs.
They took.
They had a good team, bro.
Like you, I think you.
San Fran. Hold on. Let me continue. San Fran
Eagle fan right
gave
there.
away.
Hold on, that's an Eagle fan right there.
Hold on.
Every time y'all made a run, was y'all defense not top 10?
Brian Dawkins, all
But y'all not on the ball.
Oh yeah. Oh, you could.
So we talk about Kevin Cobb. Yeah,
Okay, let's go to Kansas City then.
Okay.
San Fran gave away Alex Smith for a pack of Skittles. What did Andy Reid do with him?
What?
Just take him to an AFC championship.
Hold on.
They was
Hold on. What?
Frisco.
If you take away Alex Smith injuries in San Francisco,
They were on. They were.
he was on the pace.
They were
And then they said, no, we're gonna go with Kaepernick.
He's already.
Hold on. He's in Kansas City. On the pace. What happened? He get injured
Kansas
again.
City didn't have that defense that San Francisco had.
Who?
San Francisco didn't have the
Kansas
running
City,
game that
in
San
the
Francisco
last
had.
5 years, Kansas City has had arguably the best playoff defense in the league. In the last 5 seasons.
Yeah, playoff defense. Absolutely.
You know who they remind me
But
of?
again, what
It's
did
that old
Andy Reid turn into gold?
Hold on.
He turned a bunch of 5th rounders, 4th rounders,
Who did?
undrafted
Andy?
people. Andy Reid.
What are you talking about?
When we talk about Tyreek Hill as such a weapon, what was Tyreek Hill drafted?
Man, no, they fast. These boys out here chasing rabbits. He drafted anybody that can chase a rabbit. Miko Hardman, Sky Moore, Tyreek Hill, all of them.
You just threw out another one. Let's talk about it. Miko Hardman.
Yeah.
He left. What did he do?
It's systems.
That's coaching.
You put him with.
You can talk about systems all you want. That is coaching. That's X's and O's.
Oh no, I agree with you. No, the reason why he's not the greatest coach ever, Belichick is the greatest coach ever. Man. The man got got 6 Super Bowls, man.
But what has he done since Brady left?
What did he have since Brady left? That's what I'm saying. So you talk about
what did Brady?
Let's not just take away Brady. Let's take away everything.
Super Bowl with Bledsoe was in the Super Bowl with Belichick.
For sure. Yeah.
So it ain't just Brady. He might didn't win.
Oh, did Bledsoe? Because I thought Brady came in that season and played in that Super Bowl. Bledsoe got hurt.
But he took him there.
Yeah,
That's how.
Yeah, Bledsoe was the starter.
It's like
Bledsoe was the hardest throughout the season. But before playoffs, Brady came in because Bledsoe got hurt.
Yeah, but you can't discredit Bledsoe. Like, I'm going to give you an example. The year Wentz was having when Foles took over, I can't discredit Wentz because Wentz was cooking.
Yeah, this season.
Like, you can't discredit somebody after an injury. But you make good points because Andy Reid is, hell, he won another one. If Andy Reid won another one, I think it's a better statement. But he got to at least get close to the 6.
How many has he got? 3?
He got one. What?
2.
He got one with Philly, right?
Oh,
That was the other coach.
That was the other coach. So he just got 2.
He just got 2.
He got to get 4 to even talk.
At least.
But again, I look at what has Belichick done, and I think part of the knock on Belichick, he's a GM as well. He's made horrible trades. He's drafted horribly.
In our eyes.
Excuse me, y'all. Essence, do you have the raffle information in front of you? Can you pull that up really quick? Small break from this hot, heated action.
It's a good dialogue.
Yeah. Can you just kind of explain to people what the raffle is and just run it off?
Yes, so Master Blends is proud to present our very first Sports Talk Cowboys ticket raffle. The package includes 3 50-yard line tickets.
Ooh.
The entire value is $1,500, so it's really, really good.
Yeah.
All you can eat food and bar after the game. Yeah.
Can I wear my Eagle stuff if I win?
You can wear your Eagle stuff, man. You just can't act a fool when you get up in there.
You can't wear your Eagle stuff either. You're probably gonna get fired if you do. You know what I'm saying? But all participants will receive a 59 MB store credit upon entry. You have to be subscribed to Sports Talk Texas on
YouTube.
On YouTube.
That's right.
So,
on YouTube
so
and
hit
Facebook?
that subscribe button
all of it.
Like it's a Dallas Cowboy loss. Just hit it.
Hey yo.
Hit it.
All right, and then the tickets can be purchased online or in the store whenever you come for your cut.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Don't forget, man. Even if it's a win-win situation.
It is. It's
So
always
even
a
if you don't win the tickets, you get a $59 store credit for a African lunch, or if you want your beard colored and all that good stuff. It's about to be the holidays, so you still got the Christmas time to come get dappered up and look good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Crispy.
Yeah, get crispy. Oh man, y'all going in. Say you gotta move on, man. Y'all have to know, bro.
Hey,
You talking about it?
we got a solid 10 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it. So what you got in the AFC?
I think Baltimore the best team in the NFL.
In the NFL? You got them above the Eagles?
Hey man,
I got them above the Eagles.
hold up, man. Hold up.
The Eagles got one. The Eagles got one loss, but they could be 500 right now.
But could be. That's not.
I ain't say could be. What I'm saying is, look at Baltimore last 2 games.
Okay.
Scores like 60 to 9. Like I'm talking about.
Don't be a prisoner of the moment. Don't do that.
That's what we are.
He's on to something, and if you look at the competition that Baltimore is playing compared to Philadelphia,
I agree with you about Lamar does fumble times,
Right.
but he's not throwing as many picks. One, his weapons are getting open. Like this, and the reason why I can relate to Marcus, I'm a Cam fan, right? When you have to carry these wide receivers with you, it's tough. Odell isn't having a great year, but he's getting open. Zay Flowers getting open. Andrews is even getting open more now because he's not the primary target. He doesn't have people like Ramsey guarding the tight end now. You know what I'm saying? Use that as an example. And they running the ball, and the running backs are healthy.
Right.
Dobbins, yeah, he got hurt. This is the longest we in week 9 or 10.
9.
And
Going-
Gus and Hill are healthy.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So if they stay healthy all year, and then they got the rookie Mitchell, he had 100 something total yards last week, 120, I think.
Okay.
So, and then what defense? Well, I'm gonna say Philly D line is amazing,
They got a good.
and secondary is
That's
crazy.
scary.
But Philly overall defense is clamping up. They clamping everything, and I'm talking about
Philly's overall.
no, I'm sorry,
Baltimore.
Baltimore. And look at who they're like. When you look at the schedules, who they're doing in adversity. I think Baltimore got the most playoff teams on their schedule so far.
Yeah. AFC.
So you know what I mean? That we talk about the AFC and NFC is 14 teams. I think Baltimore is when they go against a possible playoff team, what they doing to them.
Right.
And then look at these other teams when they see a playoff team, it's inconsistent.
Yeah.
Might be a win, might be a loss. Baltimore's cooking.
Okay.
Listen, shout out to Justice Hill, Booker T. Washington, Toto.
I just want to look at their schedule real quick, man. To see what they have left.
Oh, they got their division. They got that's what we're gonna see. We gotta play Joe Burrow. Oh, they got big one this week.
They got Cleveland.
This is a huge game this week.
See, but what this is going to make Baltimore so dangerous, it's going to harden them. They're going to be battle tested going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
To where Philly has 4 cupcake games a year. Philly's got 4 cupcake games a year. Y'all play Washington twice. Y'all play the Giants.
Don't y'all play Washington?
Exactly.
Okay.
We got 4 cupcake games a year.
Man. Cupcake game.
Baltimore didn't have that.
Hey,
Baltimore got a battle.
I want to run their schedule real quick.
Yeah.
So they got
Baltimore?
Cleveland. Yeah, they got Cleveland coming to Baltimore. They got Cincinnati on Thursday Night Football coming to Baltimore. They're going to the Chargers. They have the Rams after that coming to Baltimore. Then they go on Sunday Night Football to Jacksonville. Then the next week, then on the next week, Monday Night Football, they go to Frisco, and then Miami comes to Baltimore, and then Pittsburgh. They end the season.
Like I said, they will be
That's
battle
the coach we've been talking about though from Andy Reid tree.
Who?
The Peeps.
Oh, 100%.
Animal.
That's my dude.
Animal. I love good coaching, man.
Absolutely.
Since I met Dragon, I can tell you, I'm big on schematic schemes and coaching. That matters. A lot of the regular fans don't talk about it because they stay on the service level. They see the player have good stats and we lost, but you got to look deeper and sometimes why you lost and why that player not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
This is why I like you, Larry. Because you don't speak sports from an emotional place.
Oh no,
He like the Detroit Lions fan.
Man, that's it.
Yo.
Shameless plug.
no.
Say, man, you like Dan Campbell though?
Oh man, Dan Campbell. When I watch Dan Campbell coach, it makes me want to put pads.
Come on,
I'm
man.
going to run through a
I'm
wall.
being.
Come on,
Say it again. Make you want to do
It
what?
make you want to put the pads on.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
man, listen.
Kind of like how Dion had me hired.
He's the only coach I know that got sunburn around all year. Dan Campbell, his nose been sunburned for the last 3 years. He don't care.
He's scorching, man. He's scorching.
Scorching, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen, y'all. I really appreciate the dialogue. Y'all get a chance. Don't forget about the Cowboy experience that we got for the raffle tickets. Punch the like button on our and subscribe button
Smash
on YouTube. Smash it. Sports Talk Texas. Essence. Thank you so much. Right. You really did a great job today. Great job.
Go count.
Thanks to Click Clack for chiming in.
Shout out to Click Clack.
Yeah.
Shout out to Master Blends, Little M. Hopefully they was on checking us out. Shout out to Keenan.
How about them Cowboys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Dog Larry.
Yeah.
And we got a little, you know what I'm saying,
Hater
KC
ass.
Rod over there. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you showing up.
Thank you.
That's it. That's all. We'll see y'all next week, man.
Go Philly.
Oh my God.